That's way too close.
Oh no.
There you go.
Better.
How'd you do that?
Yo, welcome to a special episode of Dude You Never Told Me. I'm your host, Anthony. With me are my two best friends, Alex and Devante. What's up, guys?
We're back.
We are back.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. We're getting to the good part of the year.
Dang, man, you got
Hell
blew
yeah, we
past
are.
Thanksgiving straight to Christmas already.
Hey, for some people, it starts on November 1st.
That's true. That's true. I was actually going to ask you. That's actually one of my questions I wanted to ask y'all today. But yeah, if we are currently in the middle of our, I say like transitions phase from like a season 1 to a season 2. But I want to do a Thanksgiving episode and I want to do a few holiday episodes, and so this is one of the new episodes you'll get leading up into season 2. Think of this kind of like a 1.5.
A little present for the holidays.
If this is your
holiday
first time,
special, if you will.
There you go.
If this is your first time listening, we are a show where we are our childhood friends. We come together once a week and we kind of share stories and try to surprise each other with untold stories, untold facts, and untold jokes. And so for this episode, it is Thanksgiving episode. It will come out before Thanksgiving. And so I want to talk to my friends about Thanksgiving. But not like the turkey, the pilgrim, the Native American stuff we did in grade school. I want to talk about Thanksgiving traditions. What it was Thanksgiving like for the Johnsons as a little kid, not as an adult now, but as a little kid. And what was Thanksgiving like for the Keefs when you were just a wee Keef?
I go first, man.
Go for it, man.
So at the Johnsons, I would have to say it's always an extravagant Thanksgiving. So I feel like lately, within the last couple of years, it's always been a tradition of mine to invite like a friend or family. I should say a friend who doesn't like live here, like in the US. Like they're coming in from a different state, or sometimes it can be a different state, but sometimes it can be out of country.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll invite them to like to our Thanksgiving so that they can experience it. And so each year we always have like a little bit of different people, but they always enjoy their time.
A new thing you've been doing, or is it like you've been doing this since like you were a child?
Probably college.
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
I mean, even such a child.
We never got invited, did we, Anthony?
Yeah, that's true. Like we've never been to any of our Thanksgivings, any of each other Thanksgivings before.
You guys are just as good of a host as I am, and so I'm sure every year with y'all's family, like I never ask you guys because I know that y'all are doing something with your family, but like people who are from out of state or out of country, like what else are they doing on Thanksgiving? So I'm like, hey man, my place has enough food, a lot of warmth, some football. Come get the itis and fall asleep.
You just had to throw the salt in the wound. Doesn't invite me to football things. Doesn't invite me to Thanksgiving.
Hey, for the record, I did invite him earlier this season, and he said it was too busy for me. And he even admitted that he was like, "Thanks for the invite."
A good season not to watch the Cowboys. They're kind of beefing it.
But he's not a Cowboys fan. Well, he's not a true fan, I should say, of any team.
Oh man, Cowboys are my team over all the other teams if I had to pick one.
Well, your team is losing. But
they are
nothing like Thanksgiving football, right?
I say like Cowboys, they play Thanksgiving every year, right? Like they are the teams that play.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're playing the Giants this year, which are also bad, so they have a chance.
Nice.
I will say for the record though, the Giants are bad. And so if the Cowboys lose to the Giants, it's a tough season.
Hey, neither side has a good quarterback right now. It's fair game. Either one could win, honestly.
Yep. But I think the Cowboys can pull through. So that's just I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I am a realistic person, so I'll give it to the Cowboys for this one. You heard it here, folks.
Micah Parsons is trying to carry that defense on his back. Him and Diggs.
Heck yeah. But back to the Thanksgiving. Nothing like good old football. And this year they're even having football on Black Friday. So go and watch the Raiders and the Chiefs.
Very football heavy years. Okay, so that's kind of your tradition. Do you normally eat like turkey and like stuffing, mashed potatoes, or do you kind of throw in some Japanese flair? Or you go straight up with different food? Because turkey is not the greatest thing in the world.
Some onigiri,
bro. Thanksgiving is the one time we don't go Japanese.
Okay.
It's like
What?
my mom can throw down, bro. She has learned from the black side of the family how to make some collard greens.
Okay.
And so
Yum.
her collard greens, I'm gonna have to ask her to make some for you guys one year, or y'all can just come over, whichever one. But her collard greens are top notch, on par.
What about you, Alec? What are some of your traditions that you did as a kid, or even as now as an adult?
That man got green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole. Hey, I love a good green bean casserole. No, don't mock it.
I do too.
My family actually does make green bean casserole.
Oh, yeah.
That really is a staple.
Don't
at
worry,
our
we're
Thanksgiving.
gonna be ranking Thanksgiving dishes after this. So let's go traditions first, and then we'll go to rankings.
Sure. So every year for my family, we always go to my grandparents. Me and my cousins on my dad's side go over there. We all have a good time. We watch football together. Eat some good food. We get around in a circle. We pray. We say what we're thankful for, and then usually we'll just chow down and eat till there's not as much food left, but enough that we can take a little bit home.
So, what's your favorite?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Uh,
And what do you bring?
well, as a kid, I didn't bring anything.
Okay,
but
what did your parents bring?
My dad would make twice baked potatoes.
Yum.
Those were always really good.
What is that?
Twice baked potatoes. So, have you ever had a baked potato?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Cook
bake
it
the
twice?
potato and you bake
Is that it? That's
well, so kind of. It's like, okay, so you know how if a baked potato, like the simplistic
Wait,
way.
before we start, I'm not letting out any family recipes, am I?
No,
Okay,
no.
some secret family recipes, because
I'm not gonna go.
Google
I'm not gonna go
family
into how
recipe.
to. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into how it's all made, but I'm just gonna give you like a rough idea of how it works. So like you bake the potato, and then after you baked it, you cut them all in half, and then you kind of like take out the inside, and so you just have the potato skins, and then you basically take all the potato and mix it up with stuff, and like throw it back into the potato skin, and
it's
then
like a
you bake
deviled
it
egg,
again.
but for potatoes.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I
sounds
might have
kinda
said
good.
it wrong, but I'm sure my dad will call me out later if I did. So
Ooh, that sounds kind of good though.
they're really good. My dad knows how to make them. He needs to teach me already, so I can show you guys how
continue
good
the
they are.
tradition.
Yeah, man. When you start
100%.
hosting,
Yeah, we
you
should
gotta
hosting.
make it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, man. But other than that, I would say the most traditional staple that my grandma makes every year is this. It's this green jello looking dish that I don't even remember what it's called because I always avoided it as a child. But it's like, have you guys ever seen it? Or
I
need to
know, but
talk
you
about
lost
it?
me at Jello.
It looks like jello, but it's not jello.
Is it some sort of like weird cranberry sauce thing?
No. So like
You have a picture of it? You got to send
Yeah,
Anthony a
show
picture,
it to
bro.
me.
I'll send it to y'all.
Okay.
I'll send it to y'all next week. Like you guys know what bundt cakes look like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in a bundt cake, and
But
it's
Jell-O.
like, but it's not jello. It's jello, but it's not jello.
Is it what
All right.
consistency is it?
What else is in there?
It's made like with like some type of vegetable. I don't know. I didn't like it growing up as a kid. I never eat it, but my grandma makes it every year.
Do you eat it now?
Sorry, grandma.
This guy. I feel like that's like the old school, like 1980s. Like you see that in the Sears magazines back in the day.
That's
It was
probably
like the Jell-O.
like a recipe where she learned it from.
It could very well be. I don't know. It might have been just something her mom made and her mom before her, and they came from Scotland. So,
So you're gonna make it. No, Chelsea will make it.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. That one might get lost.
Oh.
It's not my favorite. I don't eat that one. I'll be honest, but it's always there. It's always there.
So which one is your favorite?
Dude, I bet you it's like a good luck charm for like the year. If Alex doesn't have it, if the Keeps don't have it for 1 year, like all their luck just goes downhill for that 1 year.
Right. My favorite is probably either the twice baked potatoes, or if you ask my cousins, they'll tell you it's the rolls because I ate a lot of rolls.
Nice.
Don't you just put those in the oven and bake?
Yep. Yep.
All right.
But
It's a good staple.
that's just what they'll tell you because I used to be bad. I used to eat like 4 or 5 of them like in Thanksgiving. I'd eat a lot.
Oh, this man was passed out from all them
Oh
carbs.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Nowadays, like I try to keep it a bit more chill. 2, and depending how I'm feeling, maybe 3, maybe, but probably solid 1 to 2.
I see.
So you go to your grandparents. Devante, do you go to your dad's side of the family is in not Texas,
Memphis.
right? Memphis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to Tennessee for Thanksgiving?
Not for Thanksgiving. For Christmas and New Year's,
Christmas and New
we
Year's.
used to go quite often.
Okay.
Probably even this year. We'll see.
Okay.
But this year, our family's coming down from Memphis.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, because I was talking to Michelle the other day. And it's like, for me, I'm not close to my dad's side of the family, so all I do is Thanksgiving with my mom's side of the family. So like for me, I never had to like travel anywhere for Thanksgiving other than like Houston. But
Yeah.
like when
That's right. You go to Houston.
when Michelle and I started dating and we started to spend the holidays at each other's family, that's when I started missing like my own like family's Thanksgiving. I would go to Michelle's family's Thanksgiving. So that was like adjustment. So I wonder how y'all kind of handled it. Yeah.
Well, now that we're married,
Well,
I was
hold on
gonna
a
ask.
second.
What's up?
I don't think we got to hear your traditions.
Yeah, let's hear yours.
and
Was
then
that all you had to share about your family?
I mean, surprisingly, my family does a very traditional like textbook Thanksgiving. We have like turkey. I think we usually deep fry the turkey, and then
Deep fry?
Yeah, deep fry.
Wait,
used to
you
bake
deep
it.
fry it, or
No.
you get it from
I would
someone?
help with the whole deep fry, but like they would get like those like big like pots, and then they would get the turkey, the little dipping thing you put the turkey on, so that it can go in there. And my cousin's husband, his mom is a EMT, and so she told us all like the Thanksgiving horror stories. When she was younger, when she was younger, when her kids were probably like old enough to like be on their own, she would do volunteer work for like Thanksgiving because someone always burns himself trying to deep fry a turkey.
Bet.
And it explodes.
Dangerous.
But my family figured out that it's faster to deep fry a turkey. You make sure it's fully thawed out, and then we deep fry it. But usually we do that. We do like stuffing. We do have some like roasted vegetables. There's a little bit of Vietnamese food because my grandma loves Vietnamese food, so
Nothing wrong with that.
She's not having a Thanksgiving without like some egg rolls, some rice, and a clay pot fish.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
But yeah, we just
Makes
do food, and we watch football. Whoever's interested. I know one year my cousin took me to the I think a football game for Thanksgiving. That was pretty fun.
Okay.
I think UT plays usually. Sometimes Texas Tech plays. So
right.
So now that we're all married,
Did I hear that right? Sorry, Devante. I wanted to ask him one more question.
yeah.
Did I hear that right? You said your grandma on your mom's side that she doesn't really like partake in Thanksgiving.
not the turkey or
Right.
Is she like Vietnamese?
Yeah, she's like Vietnamese.
Okay.
She's like Vietnamese war refugee. She's the
Yeah.
type of Asian woman that's like squats and hacks a turkey or hacks a chicken, with like a butcher's knife.
Yeah. I wonder. My grandma, Mommy Luce, she pretty similar in that aspect. She doesn't really like participate too much in the actual like consuming of like the traditional
food.
Thanksgiving
But she
food.
hangs out with
Yeah.
family and that kind of stuff. So the spirit
well,
of
at least yours
Thanksgiving,
does
not
that.
the food of Thanksgiving.
Right.
Gotcha.
So now that we've conducted all these traditions, we have to rank, Thanksgiving food. What's y'all's opinion on turkey?
Wait. Before ranking of food, we're in a different era now. Like all three of us are married.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure the tradition kind of changes.
Sure.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. And so like, how are you guys going to conduct Thanksgiving, from here on out now that you're married? Like for me and Wakana, before we had a home, we were just going to my parents' house. And so at my parents' house, we would have Thanksgiving, and then we would have another Thanksgiving, like lunch at Wakana's mom's house, and then we would have dinner at my house. But now that we're both married, and we have a home, we'll be having Thanksgiving at our home, and we invite everybody to our home now. So that will probably be like our tradition moving forward, is that everybody just comes to our home for now.
Is that me and Anthony?
Hey, y'all
We're
are
not
more than
invited.
welcome. Yeah, y'all heard it here, folks. I invited Anthony and Alex to my Thanksgiving. I'll even send them the spreadsheet, and if they want to bring something for potluck.
But no, I think
So how about you guys?
this year, Michelle and I are hosting Thanksgiving at our house.
Okay.
But even in the past, when we would have Thanksgiving either, because like my family would have it in Houston, her family would have it in Dallas, so we can't, we don't have the whole week of Thanksgiving off, and so we would just alternate years. So if this year we're celebrating Thanksgiving with my family, we'll celebrate Thanksgiving with her family next year, and then Christmas is like the other family. So if it's my family for Thanksgiving, it'll be Michelle's family for Christmas. Michelle's family for Thanksgiving, it'd be my family for Christmas.
Okay, so y'all are just inter rotating.
Yeah, it's like Houston, Dallas. Like I don't know if I want to make the full trip each holiday season.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot on you.
Mm-hmm.
Get tired.
Sounds like we're pretty similar in that aspect, Anthony. So for Chelsea and I, it's been basically ever since we got married, it's been swapping. Beforehand, it was kind of like a, hey, I guess we'll catch each. Well, like she would go home with her family for Thanksgiving, and I would go home with my family for Thanksgiving. But then we got married, and it was like, okay, now let's decide. Does your family get Thanksgiving first, or does mine? And then does your family get Christmas first, or does mine? Now we've been kind of swapping back and forth. But this year, it is going to be a little different. We're actually going to do both because her family can't have Christmas with us because she can't travel during that time. So what we're going to do is Thursday, we're going to have Thanksgiving with my family, and then her family in Louisiana offered to push back Thanksgiving to Friday for us.
Oh, okay.
And so
nice.
we're gonna be able to make both.
You're gonna drive out to Louisiana.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So we're gonna.
Ooh, how long is that drive to Louisiana from here?
It's like 3.5 hours, maybe 4 max.
Oh, okay.
We're not going all the way to New Orleans, Devante.
Okay.
I mean, even from Austin to like Lake Charles was like 6 hours for me. No, actually, 6 hours because I had to go to Houston to pick someone up first, and then it was 3 hours. So it's 3 hours to Houston, 3 hours to Louisiana.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're just going to Shreveport. It's not too.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Nice. Okay. Well, thanks for answering. I see. So the traditions are about to start changing.
They're changing. Yeah. I mean, once we have kids, it's going to change too.
That's true.
Traveling with kids is not an easy
Alex will be the
task.
First.
I'll let y'all know how it goes.
Yeah. I also like when my cousin had their first kids, like they didn't travel. They travel a little bit, because like 1 to 2, it's still a free plane ticket. But once their kids got to like 4, 5, 6, 7, they stopped kind of flying out because it's expensive to travel during holiday season.
I bet.
So, like, if you have 2 kids,
no joke.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 kids, 2 adults. That's a lot of money just to fly out for a long weekend.
That's true.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people traveling this year for Thanksgiving. So just be careful out there when you're driving, Alex.
Yeah, 100%. Don't do it.
And to anybody else.
At least they'll be on Friday, so it shouldn't be, in theory, as many people.
Hey, Black Friday is a thing, dog.
Exactly, which is why they'll be going to the stores and not to Louisiana.
Traffic is still a thing.
Also, Black Friday, have y'all noticed in the last few years, it's really died down a lot.
Well, there's like a new trend of like Black Friday is like moving from store to online because it, a lot of people feel like it's already a commercialized holiday with Thanksgiving and Black Friday, but you're forcing these people to you're forcing stores to stock someone on like a holiday at like the store. And so because if you're at the store working, you can't be at the store shopping. And so there's like a whole movement. This started like even before COVID of us like, hey, let's make Black Friday, a whole month essentially, like November to like, it's a whole month.
Like Amazon's Black Friday, I think they just started.
It began early November. Yeah. Like
it's
right after the election.
It's a move to like just make Black Friday a whole like shopping experience a bit better for everyone. You'll still have like the in-store like shopping experience, but like, Walmart, Target, these, big department store, these big malls, they're going to have their sale for the entire month.
But the real question is it really a steal, right? Like last year they debunked it, right? Like at Target, they're like, it's already a sale, considered a sale at Target. and then they removed the Black Friday thing, and it was the same price.
Yeah.
It was still like $17.99, and it was like sales, Black Friday sale, $17.99.
I think the worst one's when they do bundles, because then you have to calculate how much would it be to buy everything individually.
Right.
So like, we're gonna bundle in, a PS5 and 2 new games for like $600.
And then do you even want those games?
Yeah, like PS5 stuff is already $500. 2 games is like 120. So you're only
140 now.
You're only saving $20 if you buy like a PS5 and 2 games. Like that's that's not even 10%, I don't think.
And is it a game that you want?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So it's just a whole bunch of stuff that they like psychologically, manipulate.
Or they'll be like, hey, buy the PS5 and we'll give you a $100 gift card to Target. And
we've transitioned nicely to the next topic. Like, do you guys participate in like Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales?
It depends.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look at it over the course of the month, and like the day of. I remember back in the day, me and my cousins would like go after Thanksgiving just to kind of like scope it out the night before and like run around, buy some games, and just have a good time with it.
I usually go after Christmas, like after Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, after Christmas
that's when everything just goes. What's left over is what I go for pretty much, because it's like way cheaper.
That's one of the nice things about having a daughter after Christmas. I get to get all the sales right before her birthday.
Yeah, but like, at that point, like, how many stores are restocking and stuff? So like, are you getting the items that are on sale, or are you getting the items that nobody wants?
That nobody wants.
The ones that
there's a reason why nobody wants it.
Will buy early, and the ones that will go on sale, like I'm sure there'll be plenty of like things that will go on
here's
sale.
Like a tip that I do. So I'm really bad at like buying presents at like near this holiday season time, so October, November, December time. And so what I start to do this past couple of years is that starting January, if I think of something like a present that I want to get somebody, I write it down.
Yeah.
And then I'll wait. Like I'll check I'll check what I wrote down to see the price, and I'll write down the price, and then I'll always like compare it to see like if I can get it cheaper when the holiday season comes around, especially like right now, like Black Friday. And I'll like now I have a list of things that people I want to get them, and I can afford it.
Yeah, I'm like the exact same way. So like I start looking for Christmas gifts and like birthday gifts and like all year round. Like if I'm just like doing my normal shopping and I see something that like, oh, this would be a great gift for someone, then I'll go ahead and like buy it, or I'll keep like a note of it and buy it like when it's on sale. And so like I will buy someone's Christmas gift like up in like February if I see something that I think that, oh, this would make a great gift. And I just like slowly start building that little pile in like one of my guest rooms.
That's actually what Chelsea's mom does. She'll buy stuff all year round.
Yeah.
She'll be like, send me gift ideas, and I'll say, okay. So then I'll just send her 1 or 2 or 3 throughout the year, and then she'll be like, send me more, and I'll be like, okay. And
hey, you start realizing the things that you want, sometimes the things that you need, especially like when you become a homeowner, you're like, I kind of want that, but it's like at the same time, I might need that.
Well, to be fair, I think the best
100%.
Gifts are gifts that you want it, but you don't want to buy it for yourself.
Yeah, like a toolbox.
Yeah, like a toolbox, or couch covers. Like you don't need couch covers, but like if someone gave it to you, that's a pretty good gift.
But they would have to know your style.
Yeah.
If it's somebody that knows you really well, then I think that's a great gift. But if it's like me buying, Michelle a couch cover, she'd be like, "What the heck, Devante? This is horrible."
Give them a gift card.
That's true. Yeah, gift cards are always a good staple.
I always go back and forth between is it normal to give someone like money or a gift card, or should you just get them like an actual gift? Sometimes
I feel like money, like cold hard cash.
Yeah, some years I'm like, yeah, money is a good gift because then they can spend whatever they want with it. Sometimes I'm like, I want to be a bit more personal. I want them to think like I've been thinking about them and like what like, they like or what they may like or not.
Anthony, I want you to know I'll always take your cash.
Good to know.
I'll take it in yen or dollar.
I think from now on, the rest of our lives, I'll just give you cash for all your gifts. I won't even think twice.
I don't mind.
But we have to celebrate your birthday to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's just another day.
Do y'all have like can y'all think of like one of the weirdest or the weirdest things you've bought during Black Friday, or like a buying story? For example, for me, I built my computer on Black Friday. Like I went through all the sales of like, you know, all like the CPUs on sale. I went to everywhere. I literally bought my entire and built my computer off of a Black Friday sale.
I am gonna keep this PG-13. So I went to what is it, Spencer's in college, and we are doing like a white elephant.
Yeah.
And so I had to buy a gift, and we went to Spencer's. That's what it's called, right? Spencer's. Yeah. And at Spencer's, you know, you go to the back section. It's the plus 18 section or whatever. And I find this vibrating lipstick. So I bought that, and that was the gift. So that's probably the weirdest one.
You bought that during Black Friday?
Yeah, I just walked in.
Lipstick?
Sure.
I said vibrating lipstick, and I'll let that do the rest. So
okay, so it was not lipstick. Got it.
Yeah, you know, you just twist it at the bottom, and you know, it does its thing. And that was a black elephant gift. Okay. Or white elephant.
What about you, Alex? What have you bought on Black Friday, Cyber Monday?
Honestly,
you said the weirdest.
Or it's interesting, you know.
In the past, that's usually when I would buy my games as a kid, because you know I had to buy a lot of them on my own. It wasn't like I could ask my parents for games, but that's how I was able to afford a lot of those back in the day. Although Nintendo was a little harder, just because they never put anything on sale.
Nothing's on sale.
Yeah, nothing's on sale for Nintendo.
Even Smash Bros was never on sale, even used.
I think the most you could get off was like maybe $10 for those games.
Freaking Nintendo. They knew what they're doing.
Who knows?
What about you, Anthony? What's the weirdest thing that you've bought?
I buy like functional appliances. I think I bought my handheld vacuum during Black Friday. I bought like a blender during Black Friday. I bought my computer during Black Friday. So I tend to spend Black Friday buying stuff for myself. I think I bought Lululemon from Black Friday because like for me, buying clothes is like a weird one where like I don't feel like I need to pay like extra for like name brand stuff.
Yeah, hey, Lulu's nice though.
Lululemon's good. Like I bought my first like pair of joggers from Lululemon during a Black Friday sale, and I was like, these feel nice. These feel good.
Oh yes, I recommend Lululemon, but the Japanese people cannot pronounce it. So
how do they pronounce it?
Ruru.
Ruru.
It's like R instead of L.
Yeah, kind of like Ri.
Yeah, it's like RI. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my friend jokingly calls it Lululemon.
Lululemon.
Lululemon. Like a
Digimon. Lululemon. I like that. But going back to your ranking.
Oh shit! Yeah, let's go.
Thanksgiving items.
Thanksgiving. All right. What's y'all's honest opinion about turkey?
I'm okay with eating it just once a year, and that being on Thanksgiving.
It can't be dry turkey, man. If it's dry turkey, you're doing something wrong.
You're making me nervous, Alex.
Have you made your own turkey before, Alex?
No, I don't think I ever have cooked the turkey, but if you cook it dry, then you're doing something wrong.
I know.
Hey, it's not like you're intentionally trying to do that.
I know no one's ever intentionally, but if it comes out dry, then it's not good.
So I know Devante and I have talked about this, but you and I are hosting our first Thanksgiving at our homes, and we're both making turkey on our own. Mm-hmm. And so, have you already bought your turkey yet?
I have not. I have to buy a pretty big one, like a 23-pound one. Yeah.
You make sure you. When I told my mom I wanted to make the turkey for this year, my mom, she's I don't know if she's a nervous eater, but she has like the refugee mentality of like eating meats. Has to be fully cooked. And so she's convinced that I would not fully cook my turkey. And so she's like, you have to buy the turkey and then thaw it out like, days, a week in advance. And so I actually bought my turkey on Monday.
Okay. And how many pounds?
I don't remember how many pounds it was.
You don't know how big it was?
I bought it Monday. It's been
Does
a few days.
Does it fit in your oven? Did you make sure?
It's fit in my oven. It's not. I mean, it's not. Good. Ginormous. I would say it's probably like about.
Just making sure. Some people buy turkeys that are too big for their oven.
This one's This is probably about like 20 pounds. at the
Okay.
most.
So pretty good one.
Yeah, it's a size, and then I got one that's like already in a brine, so hopefully that keeps it like nice and moist when I cook it.
Okay.
Okay.
I was debating if I should do that myself or buy one. My mom like sent me a whole paragraph of what to do.
Yeah.
So
My mom was
I
like,
just
"You
need to
should
go
just
find it first.
ask your aunt and uncle, to do it for you. Don't do it yourself." Like, no, I have to go through trial by fire. I have to know what it's like.
Yes. It'll be
Man, Google's your best friend.
Google's my best friend, and all those emergency hotlines for turkey. They'll help me out.
Well, I'm kind of
What about you,
nervous, so
Devante?
we'll see how it goes. For what?
You're ner-
Oh, the turkey.
Yeah, your turkey.
Um,
You're nervous about it, so you haven't
Yeah.
cooked one either before.
nope, first time. But if my little sister can do it, I think I can do it.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah, she's
sure
done
you
it.
can.
She's done it a couple times, but she had my mom next to her. This I won't.
I've been asking all my coworkers for like advice on cooking turkey, and I think one of my favorite advice was just butter. Butter just will never betray you. Just buy like packs and packs of butter, and just make sure that turkey is all buttered up. I'm like, okay, cool.
Butter
Anthony,
up.
can I ask you,
What's
for
up?
your turkey, does it have the instructions on how to cook it on the turkey?
I think so. If I remember correctly, yeah.
Okay, that's
I mean,
what I
I
thought.
just went to HEB and bought it. I think they all have instructions about how to cook the turkey.
While I've never cooked a turkey, I did have the experience and pleasure to cook a full-on big ham last year. Chelsea's mom left one with us, and one day I was just staring at it in the freezer, and I was like, "This thing is taking up way
I
too
remember you
much
talking
room."
about that.
Yeah, I was like, "This thing's
I just
taking up way too much
ham
room."
in the middle of the year, dude.
I just cooked ham in the middle of the year.
Like a honey ham, or just like a straight up like salted ham?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a honey
Cool.
ham. It was just a real big ass honey ham. And I looked at Chelsea and I was like, let's invite some friends over and let's go ahead and eat this ham.
Eat a ham.
A ham
And
party.
so, yeah, I mean, we ate ham for a few days, couple
Yeah,
weeks.
I
I don't know. It lasted a
I'm a
while.
stick of ham, dude.
I think I sent my parents home with some ham too, and was like, "Here y'all go."
This guy said, "Let me get rid of it."
Was ham.
Hey,
Alright.
it turned out good. I was actually surprised with how it turned out. I just
I ain't
followed
gonna
the
lie, but
instructions on the ham.
Ham is a little easy to make.
It is. No, it wasn't difficult at all. It definitely is not like turkey. I'm just saying that's my closest experience to it.
I see.
Do y'all normally just eat turkey on Thanksgiving, or do y'all like just change it up every now and then?
My family usually does turkey.
Yeah, we do turkey, but we change it to where if it's I haven't had fried turkey on Thanksgiving. Like within our family, I'll have it like at an event or something like that. But we switched it to smoked turkey one year, and then we really liked it.
Yeah.
You just kind of preheat it in the oven.
Is that why you got the smoker?
Yeah, so one of these years I will buy a better smoker, a bigger one, and then be able to put like a 25-pound turkey in there and smoke it, and hopefully you guys can come too.
I'll come during the weekend.
Friendsgiving, man. Friendsgiving.
Yeah, next time I celebrate Thanksgiving in Dallas, I'll definitely hit you up, Devante.
Oh, dude, I will have the food.
I know. So
we have a Friendsgiving. I'll try to learn my dad's twice baked potato recipe.
Yes, bring that too.
Speaking of twice baked potatoes, what are your favorite Thanksgiving sides?
Must have is stuffing. I have to. What is it?
Is it like true stuffing, or do you do dressing? Like, do you cook it out on the side?
Yeah, I was about to say it's called dressing too.
Yeah.
So I have a friend. It's like the pastor's wife. She makes amazing like true stuffing. Like it's like that cornbread. Like it's not cornbread, but like it's like that texture.
But like she makes it like in the turkey, like a true stuffing.
It's good. Like it is amazing. I can't get to that level. I just make the inside the red box from Walmart.
Like stovetop stuff.
Yeah, stovetop.
Yeah,
that's as good as I can get. But
you know what you just reminded me of, Devante? So this is not my family. This is Chelsea's family.
Okay.
Her Louisiana family, they make like this crawfish
I was about to
stuffing.
Say, it had to have been crawfish related if it's Louisiana.
They like a crawfish stuffing.
Is it crawfish season in November? Do you eat?
Nah, bro. Have you ever had crawfish stuffing?
No, I've not.
It is
So
amazing.
good.
It is good. You gotta, Alex, you gotta get the recipe for that. You gotta get the family recipe for that.
I think my mother-in-law has it, so I'll have to
Hey,
double
Go
check
take
with
a
her.
picture. Go take a picture of it. You know, kind of sneak one in.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Okay.
What about you, Anthony? What's your favorite?
Ooh, I do like a good stuffing. I also like a good I'm macaroni and cheese. I've been adding that in lately. But I am
You
a
like your
sucker.
macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, like or if someone make macaroni and cheese. Something cheesy is really
but
at the
Like
end of the
Kraft
day.
mac and cheese.
No.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's got to be a specific type of mac and cheese, right?
Usually
Like,
I end up making like from scratch, like getting like a cheese from a cheese monger, like shredding it,
How-
making your own roux.
how do you
Oh, nice.
how do you like your mac and cheese? You know, some people like it where it's very wet, you know, and they have the crust on top, and you dip it, you dip in the spoon, it's all cheesy and gooey. Some people they just like it a little drier, you know, like
I think I
where
like
they have the crumbs on top,
more
and
of a
it's not as
gooey cheesy.
okay.
That's
Okay,
the right answer.
Yeah.
yeah, I was about to say some people like it the other way, and I'm like, nah, man.
But I also say I'm a sucker for a good like a. I don't think it has to be a good green bean casserole. I love green bean casserole.
Cream
There's something
Really?
so iconically traditional Thanksgiving to me than like a green bean casserole.
Yeah, you see that at every
You know-
white person's Thanksgiving.
You know,
I'm
I
a sucker
actually
for
got
it.
assigned. I got assigned this year of making green bean casserole.
For your family.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're gonna make it?
yeah. I'm gonna make it. I have no idea how to make it, but I'm gonna learn.
Are you gonna use actual like fresh green beans, or are you gonna use from the can?
I'll let y'all know how it turns out.
I've
Don't know
done
yet.
I've done it both. From the can, super easy.
Yeah.
From
But is it
actual
as
green,
good?
I mean, in the day, it's just like green bean, a shit ton of heavy cream probably, and then I like a good fried onion, crispy onions on top of it.
Okay, okay.
So it's good. I
Yeah.
mean, like to me, it's all good flavors. But if you do fresh green beans, if you have to cook the green beans first, otherwise it'll too crunchy in your casserole.
Yeah, it won't be as good.
Yeah, so
It'll
you
get
have
kind of
to-
watery too.
Yeah, so you have to
Right.
cook it ahead of time. Then you casserole it. But if you just put raw green beans and in whatever heavy cream you put in there, it's gonna end up super crunchy still.
Mm. Man, we done said every main or side dish. What about desserts? We haven't talked about
Ooh,
desserts.
Desserts, yeah.
But what's you
Man,
guys' desserts?
pie.
Which kind of
Pie.
Well,
pie?
pie, but what kind? Sweet potato
best-
pie,
Oh,
The
crawfish
best
pie.
one's gonna be
pot
pumpkin
pie.
pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Come on.
I'm getting a pie. I'm getting pumpkin pie and apple pie for Thanksgiving. But there's a Thanksgiving dish I hate. I hate sweet potato. Is it sweet potato casserole? The one with the marshmallows on top.
What?
I hate that.
Yeah.
I've
Sweet potato like
never
yams?
had that one.
You don't like yams?
I don't like yams. I don't like sweet potato. So whenever
This
they do
man
the
can't
sweet
go
potato
to
casserole,
a black family Thanksgiving.
that's fine. I'm
I'm in the kitchen. Yams
love sweet
everywhere.
potato.
Sorry, I have to say that.
I love that sweet potato casserole thing.
I see it. But the sweet potato casserole is pretty good.
No.
For me, I like buttermilk pie.
Buttermilk.
Yeah, that's what it's
Buttermilk
called.
pie.
Buttermilk pie. You guys never had it?
No.
No.
Oh, buttermilk pie is so good.
How would you describe the flavor of a buttermilk pie?
It's just really sweet.
Buttermilk.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like buttermilk.
Have you
It's-
had the I think it's called the crack pie, or it's called the milk bar pie from the Milk Bar in New York?
Why does that sound familiar? Is it like chocolate?
No, it's kind of like
mousse?
no, not chocolate mousse. It looks kind of, I don't know how to describe it because it's just a unique thing, but it's like I don't know. I really
Is
can't
it
describe
essentially a chocolate pie?
No, it's not chocolate pie. It's like a
No. Okay.
It has a more sweeter taste. Not really caramel, but it has a very sweet and rich taste to it.
Mm. Ooh, another one. Now that you said caramel, a caramel cake. Oh, I love caramel cake, bro.
Okay.
You mean caramel?
Caramel, salmon. Yeah, tomato. They're all good.
What is it? Avocado.
Okay, nobody says it like that.
Actually, I know somebody.
Avocado.
I won't expose them, but I know somebody.
I see.
Do
That's more like
y'all,
a.
yeah, do
What's
y'all have
up?
any funny stories from a Thanksgiving that y'all want to share?
Ooh.
I got one. I'll share first. So you know how I don't like coconut, right? I'm not a big coconut person.
Mhm.
All of it stems from a Thanksgiving. Like this is like a probably like a decade and a half ago. Like I was St. Andrews era. I was like probably like 8 years old, kind of energy, like 2 decades ago. So my birthday is December 4th, and my brother's birthday is November 18th. And so our family will tend to celebrate our birthdays during Thanksgiving because it's like right in between.
Yeah.
And so they got a cake. And so my aunt comes in with this huge cake. It is like she says it's a chocolate cake, and on top of it looked like it looked like it was like a white frosting, but it was just like a white looks like white chocolate shaving, white chocolate on the cake. And so I'm super excited. I love
Shavings.
chocolate.
Coconut
So like
shavings.
exactly. So I took a big slice, I ate it, and I really want to enjoy the sweetness of white chocolate with the richness of a chocolate cake. I've been to like coconut shavings. And then I've been traumatized ever since. And that's what I blame my distaste of coconut from, because as a kid I was betrayed by the look of coconut shavings, thinking it's
Oh no.
white chocolate.
Somebody hand this man an almond joy
No, thank
right
you.
now.
No.
Hard pass.
Give
But
him
yeah.
some
traumatizing.
Malibu.
That's just where my loathing for coconut flavor comes from. But yeah, do y'all have any funny stories?
I don't have any funny stories, but every year I just get to eye this dog. Like I'll go to sleep watching one game and I'll wake up to another. So I just pass out after I eat.
Right?
Because turkey makes you go to sleep. When you digest it, it produces all that melatonin.
Yep.
That
And
explains it all.
whenever I guess back to Alex's on the dry turkey thing. When there's dry turkey, there was one year where somebody like made dry turkey and they brought it and nobody wanted to fess up who brought because it was like a potluck.
Yeah.
And we're like, wasn't there a sign up sheet? Look at the sign up sheet. And then like their name wasn't even on the sign up sheet. And I was like, I guess, yeah, they already knew that they were going to mess up, I guess. Yeah. And so I was like, who the heck made this dry ass turkey? And then like I was eating it, and then the only solution to dry turkey is just gravy, dog.
Yeah.
Put some gravy on it.
Gravy.
So that was probably the only one that I was like, it wasn't like a happy moment. It was more like a who the fuck, type of something.
I don't really have too many funny stories for Thanksgiving, but I think it was last year we went to Chelsea's family in Louisiana, and we were staying with her cousin. This was funny kind of in the moment for us, but we were looking for movies to play, and you know, they're all pretty like you're like your average southern folk. And so like the daughter she sees the Barbie movie pull up because it had come out earlier that year, and she's like, "How about this one?" And me and Chelsea are like, "We've never seen it," and the parents are like, "The hell is this? Like, what are we looking at?" And
The live
they're like,
action.
and the daughter's like, "Oh, it's funny. You guys will like it. You guys will like it." And they're sitting there like saying, "This is the stupidest movie I've ever seen." Like,
It's a very pro-feminist kind of movie.
yeah. So I was not
Very
up
our
their alley at
generation.
all.
Yeah.
It was just it's very, very our.
Why didn't y'all watch the opposite of that? Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
But going from Thanksgiving
Christmas.
is Christmas.
Grimace.
When does Christmas start for you?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Mine is since Walking Dad is coming down this year. We're gonna just probably go on Black Friday. We're gonna start decorating.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to wait till after Christmas.
That's an appropriate.
Or at least me. I'm like, please, let's keep Christmas, to December, and then if it's not December, then I'll forgive from Black Friday. This guy. You got the Charlie Brown tree going.
Is that your choice, or like your wife was like, let's do Christmas early?
Full disclosure, I'm kind of indifferent. Like, if it was up to me, I probably would wait till after Thanksgiving. But Chelsea is a huge fan of Christmas. It is her favorite time of the year, and if she had it her way, we would start decorating November 1st.
So when Mariah
that-
Carey opens
when Mariah
when she
Carey gets
defrosts
busting out of that, yeah, when she's out the ice, she is ready to go.
Chelsea's right there cracking her out.
Oh, yeah, she's right there cracking her out, man, for sure. She loves Christmas, man, and the only reason she doesn't do it November 1st is because I told her, I was like, can we celebrate my birthday and then
it's a
go
holiday
into
creep,
it?
man. It just gets creeping closer and closer every.
So we just wait till after my birthday, and that's when we usually start decorating. But we've been a little bit slower this year because baby on the way and all.
In Chelsea's ideal like holiday schedule, would y'all decorate for Thanksgiving ever? Like, would you have like the turkey and like the fall colors during Thanksgiving, or is it just Christmas? Christmas decorations. Straight up Santa Claus eating with you on Thanksgiving Day.
Here's how she explains it to me. She says, we've got Halloween, we've got Christmas, we pause for Thanksgiving, and then we go back to Christmas.
So would you decorate your entire house Christmas and then just tear it all down for Thanksgiving and then put back up Christmas again?
No, we would just celebrate Thanksgiving and have all the Christmas decorations
next to you.
Thanksgiving's just a bystander.
Hey man, you're just having, Rudolph, Frosty, Santa Claus. They're just having slice of turkey.
Or in our case, we got an Olaf blow up. We got
Charlie
this big
Brown?
Olaf blow up thing that we're gonna put out on the lawn.
Ooh, controversial question. Are you guys decorating your houses for Christmas?
Like inside or outside?
Like outside.
Like lights on the house or?
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Just any decorations. And does your neighborhood do it, or do they encourage it?
My
neighborhood's already doing it.
Same here. Like,
our neighborhood is dark. Nobody got stuff.
A lot of my neighbors, because us being in a new neighborhood, a lot of people are advertising like, "Oh, we'll hang up your Christmas lights for you," like a service.
Mm-hmm.
Which is.
Are you gonna do it?
Not this year. I talked to Michelle. She and I were like, I don't want to have to hire someone to put up Christmas lights for us and then hire them to take it down.
No, I said, are you going to do it?
Am I going to do it? I mean, probably not. I could, but realistically not, because a lot of work for so little effort. And I still got to populate my house with furniture first. I want to focus on the inside and then go out the outside.
Right. I think we're going to do it. And Chelsea keeps telling me, she's like, you can do it. Like, it's not that hard. She's like, I used to have to help my dad all the time.
He falls off the ladder.
I guess I'll be looking into doing it potentially. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the goal is to not fall off the ladder for sure. That is not something I want.
Or the roof.
I know you've got a fear of heights. How are you gonna pull it off? Because I know
I told Walking out, we're not doing it. I told Walking out, I'm not going up there. And she was like, I'll do it myself. And I was like, okay. I'll do everything that's on the ground. Maybe like around the windows or something like that. Sure. But anything on the roof, I'm like, because we have gutters too. So I'm like, I really don't want to go up there and have to hang stuff up there. But I was like, have at it inside the house.
When y'all are expecting one day, good luck telling her that at that point. You won't be able to tell her to get on a ladder.
Oh, at that point, I'll say no lights then.
No, at that point, you just pay somebody.
He'll just hire someone. He's already a billionaire at that point.
No.
Hey, if you're a billionaire at that point, you better be spreading the love now.
Hey, I climb up with my fam, and you guys are my fam, so.
Real talk.
But remember, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Hey, if I get a billionaire status, I'm spreading that wealth.
But definitely, that's something that me and Walker were talking about, is how to decorate the house. But for now, like you said, Anthony, I think inside's the best way to go.
Inside first. I think at the very most, I might buy ones like light up like reindeers from like Home Depot, the one that moves around a bit, just to give my house a little bit more flair.
But you just got to put it in the attic, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got to put it in the attic, but I probably end up putting it into that garage because I have a 3-car garage.
Oh yeah, you have that little space on the side.
And I
Right.
think for Halloween I bought like a mouse and like a mummy costume to put out in front of my door. And so
That's fun.
I'll do the same thing. Just buy like a small thing for the front yard.
Start
For
stacking each
Halloween, we actually had a whole bunch of extra pumpkins left over from our Halloween party. So that's what I just put that out there. Yeah, it's kind of they're still out there. We're like halfway transitioning between Thanksgiving or
just remove
Halloween.
all the jack-o'-lanterns and this Thanksgiving decor.
Well,
There
we
you
didn't
go.
even they weren't jack-o'-lanterns that we didn't
It was
even carve
perfect.
them.
Perfect.
They were just leftovers.
Just make sure they don't rot like on the on the ground.
Yeah, no,
Devante
I need
had one out there
to
too.
take care of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they leave stains.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if you don't cut into them, they'll last like a decent amount of time. Once you cut them, then they'll start spoiling pretty quickly.
I had a friend who you guys know him. He left his pumpkin from not this year, but last year we went to my buddy call him P, and he had a party, and he had pumpkins that we all were able to carve, and one of our friends, he took it home and he left it on his apartment porch.
Ugh.
For like a year.
They just found it. Like when his wife came back, his wife came home from Canada and found it on his porch.
I mean,
and she was like, "What is this?"
It's like rotten. It's like black.
Oh, dude, they said that it was so far gone. It was like it's basically
there's probably a stain on the ground, dude.
It was like this little flat thing. It's just barely anything left.
Been out there for a year.
Yeah. Pretty funny though.
All right, but let's wrap this episode up. We'll do a tradition that Alex mentioned earlier in the show. Let's say what we're thankful for. But I'm gonna make a caveat. We can't be something super generic like I'm thankful for each other, because we're always thankful for each other. So maybe more specific.
Never said I was thankful for you guys.
I can start. Yeah, I know you never invited us to Thanksgiving anyways.
Exactly.
Thanks. All right,
I'm changing
so for
that now, though.
Devante, he can say we're thankful for us, but for you and me, Alex, we'll say we can't say thankful for each other.
All right. Well, I can start us off. I got a good one.
All right.
So the thing I'm thankful for the most, and you can call me out on this if you think it's too easy. I'm very thankful for my future daughter who's on the way. I'm so excited to meet her, and baby girl, if you ever watch this video, you're gonna be very loved. I can't wait to meet you.
Yeah, your Uncle Anthony and Devante love you.
Just us. No one else.
Nobody else.
No one else.
Oh man.
No, I think that's a good one. I hope that
Yeah, screw you, Chris, if you're watching.
Actual blood uncle.
I love that guy though.
All right, what are you thankful for, Devante?
Man, for me, I thought a little bit about this. Maybe a lot. Maybe too much. But I didn't want to go with the generic answer. Maybe this is a generic answer. Yeah, I'm building it up too much. But I have to say, the opportunity to be able to do Dude You Never Told Me with my best friends. And but out of this, to be honest, out of this came so many experiences, like learning curves, you know, like how to manage not only like a YouTube channel, but like your Instagram, and then, the different aspects that come with it. It's all been a learning curve. And I feel like within the year that we've done this, we've grown so much. Like, go back and check out our first episode. Like you'll see so much, such a big difference from our first episode till now, and like how we've implemented and how we talk to each other. And I'm just thankful that we continued to run this race of Dude You Never Told Me. And I'm looking forward to where it leads us in the future. And we can look back, and not only us, but as Alex said, like even our kids could look back and be like, man, y'all three were best friends and did this. Even if nobody watches this, I can always go back and watch it and be like, this is our video vlog, our vlog of our lives that we live together. And I cherish these moments. Like these are my treasures.
A snapshot of our late 20s.
Yeah. And even further on, perhaps.
Maybe.
So that's my thankfulness.
For me, mine's a little funny. I'm very thankful for the internet. I will say, doing Dude You Never Told Me, running our business, I'd be so lost without the internet. the number of times I've had to
Yeah.
Google like, how do I make this cut in like OBS, or how do I do this in like editing wise? How do I do X, Y, and Z? How do I do my taxes for businesses? How do I do whatever? The number of times I've Googled just to keep Dude You Never Told Me A2I afloat is like astronomical. So I'm very grateful that I'm doing this in the era of business where I can have a questionable source of truth for all my answers. And so like it's been really helpful. And I think I can't imagine, you know, when people first started doing, you know, these kind of shows and trying to do it like, you know, without having a fast computer, good internet, you know, our phones are strong enough to actually do recordings of us. Like, you know, 20 years ago, I doubt an iPod Touch would be able to do that. No one's using iPod Touch to record themselves. So I'm thankful for technology. I'm thankful for the internet. You definitely keep Dude You Never Told Me afloat. Truth.
And us three.
Yes.
Because without us three, there would be no Dude You Never Told Me. There'd be.
And you know what?
You just never told me.
We're also thankful for all of our viewers and listeners who are here, because without y'all, wouldn't be able to do this either.
Exactly. So thank you, our fan base, for all that you do and your continued support and listening on YouTube, Spotify, Discord, all streaming platforms, wherever Anthony puts it up.
Hey man, you know, I know Alex Hoagies keep us afloat on TikTok. You know, everyone thought that was going away.
Yeah, it is.
You know, in January when it was first announced that they are banning TikTok.
Still good.
It's been a year. It's still thriving. You know, it's still happening.
Yeah.
So are we.
So are we, and we will continue to continue our show. We'll do a Christmas episode after this, and then we are streaming forward to season 2. But in the meantime, if you do miss hearing our voices, we do have our interview with Leviction out right now, and go give it a listen. You know, he does our intro and our outro music, and he is phenomenal. We'll do an interview with hopefully we'll do an interview with JT, who does all of our designs. You know, that'd be really cool to kind of have peel back the layers of what makes Dude You Never Told Me a functioning show.
Definitely.
And with that, I'll say happy Thanksgiving. You know, Alex is already done.
Dang, that man's ready to go already.
I lost internet connection. I don't know what happened.
Goodbye, Alex.
Goodbye. Happy Thanksgiving, Alex.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you for our Christmas special.